The Dwaarsrivier values are the heartbeat of our business. Our 4 core values are honesty and integrity, positive attitude, teamwork, and unconditional care. It supports our vision and shape our culture. Like a guiding compass, these values help us to live with direction and purpose.
We welcome you to Dwaarsrivier, a caring organization. Every decision we make should be aligned with our company values. Each of us at Dwaarsrivier, from top leadership to entry level, becomes accountable for our decision by asking a simple question: does this decision reflect our values? When we use our values to make decisions, we make a deliberate choice to focus on what is important to us. By sharing our values, we are building internal cohesion and relationships in our mind.
Dwaarsrivier is a family, and family has the values that needs to live with.
These values that we have at Dwaarsrivier is values for life, values that you should cherish from the bottom of your heart.
It must come from the heart.
It gives a direction of life.
Values that will help you everywhere you go, that will make you a better person.
Without values, you're sort of a boat floating in the ocean without any directions.
They give you guidance, they give you directions.
Values create an environment that is acceptable and is common to all employees within an organization. It is a set of principles, set of morals.
It defines you, it defines who you are, defines how you do things.
They are like a vehicle that would enable you to do whatever it is that you need to do.
Values, it includes everything: safety, productivity, love, caring, working together as a team.
And they all work together like this. So you cannot separate them, only have one without the other.
It makes you work to a certain goal that the company is moving forward to.
Those values help, they build one, in general, become a better human being.
They define the culture of the organization.
Values are the culture.
It guides you. It tells you where your culture levels are in the business, in your company, in your sector.
We've got different people coming from different cultural background, and one needs to define their own culture. And these values really assist us in terms of building that, so that we can have one culture. We can understand where the mind is going. We can understand what is important for the mind.
Whatever that you're going to live as part of your values, it becomes a culture.
This values is life values. It's good for the country. It's good for the mind. It's values you can live with every day.
It's a value that you must live with it for lifetime. Even at home, you must practice those values because they can lead you to a better person.
It also enhances your maturity in terms of how you manage your household.
I think a value is not something that you can switch on and off like a television. You either live a value or you don't live a value. So if the mind has these set of values, it's very important that as you go home, you live those same set of values in your personal family life as well.
It starts from where you're coming from. Even when you grow up, you have the values within the family.
This is a way of life. They are values that you take everywhere.
I have to live the values from the bottom of my heart, so that each and everyone can benefit from the values, and then the company can benefit, even my family can benefit from that.
If you live by it at home as well, then already it's within you, it's second nature. It's not something that you have to apply, it comes by default.
Most people have those values as personal values and not only as work values, which makes it easier to live by those values in your workplace.
It should be an inborn thing. You practice values everywhere you go. Even if you are at home, you still practice the values.
The values are for life, because you can live with them even here at work and also at home in practice.
Whatever you are supposed to be doing when you are inside the gates is what you're supposed to be doing when you're out there. So it is basically a way of life.
By living out by our values as DCM employees, we can ensure our environment is conserved, is protected for the benefit of the present and the future generation.
We must make sure that we value things that will always put this company going forward.
If they practice the values, then they can be the good mind, and then they can be a protective mind.
It helps us to make this mine a success, to make it a profitable mine.
If you're doing your job correctly, you plan for it correctly, then you are living those values.
The goal of the mine is to take out the chrome to the plant, from training center, everywhere, and use that values. Everything we must follow that values.
It must form part of you as a human being, and you must be a firm believer thereof. If you're not a believer thereof, you will not function well, not as a human, not as a business.
I shouldn't be obliged to live the values. I should live the values because I want to.
Once you understand the values, it is where now your way of working, your way of planning, your way of treating other people or working with other people, then it improves, it changes, because now you start caring for other people, you start being truthful to other people, you start working with other people as a team.
Living the values is your number one priority, because that is where the brain and the heart of Dwaarsrivier Chrome Mine functions at. If you get this right, the rest is simple.
Values are the baseline of our ethical compass. It regulates our daily behavior. It establishes the ultimate goals one has to achieve and how to get them. Values guide every decision-making process. It helps someone define what is proper, correct, important, beautiful, worthwhile, and desirable. Dwaarsrivier values are essential because they help us to grow and develop.
For whatever that we are doing, the values are always there. If you plan something with your fellow workers or fellow employees, you need to make sure that whatever that you are planning for, you are honest about it.
If people understand that we are honest in our dealings, they also tend to reflect back and give us honesty.
If I can't do my work correctly, it can affect the whole company. So that's the reason why I have to be honest.
There is that openness between you and your employer, so it is very important to be honest in all accords.
Me as a chief boss, I'm a brother's keeper. I'm the one who makes sure that the miner, when he come here or she come here, she must do the perfect self-declaration. That will be the truth.
Your assessment or one's assessment of the risk is highly dependent on one's honest assessment of the risk.
If you are dishonest in this mine, you cannot work in this mine.
Mr. Mkwate here must work with integrity, he must work with honesty. If he's not honest and he install roof bolts here that are substandard, tomorrow his fellow employee will come here and the ground will fall and it will kill them. And when it kills them, they will never regain that life. His family will lose him forever.
And the risk assessment, we are doing it honestly, so to protect us, because if you don't do so honestly, we are gonna get injured.
To me, integrity is not just doing something right in front of people, is to do it when nobody sees you as well.
And in life and in home, we need to teach our kids to be honest.
We give a proper report, we don't give fake report.
You must be honest to say this is meeting the customer specification, and that if it's not within the customer spec, we still have to be honest and then accept that this doesn't meet customer spec, rather than to hide or rather than to cheat the customer.
A miner is being given an authority and responsibility to safeguard the health and safety of the employees of DCM. If he falsely declare a place safe and put people there, and something happens, we will not be able to get that life back.
Before you can do your job, you must love it first, because it starts there. Because if you don't love it, I don't think you will do it to the best of your ability.
If somewhere in your mind you've got that vision, you've got that goal, you've got that willingness, you've got that positive attitude, then anything is attainable, then anything is achievable.
It makes an employee to be focused.
To improve this mine for better future for all, for our kids.
It motivates me to wake up because I get excited knowing that I'm going to see certain people and learn from them.
Whenever you talk to any person, you must listen to what you are saying, and that person must also listen to what you are saying, so that the attitude is going to combine in a good way.
The company that makes sure that if you come here today, the next coming 2 years, you'll be a very different person. You'll have this positive attitude, you'll be growing, and then you'll be a different somebody in terms of your career.
I always look out for the challenge. What will I get today when I come to work, and how will I resolve it? And then what is it that I'm going to learn out of that, which is very much important. That's what motivates me to come to work.
As you see, I'm ready to drill the blasting holes. I'm proud about my job because if I can drill properly, we're gonna get a good advance.
What motivates me is my child. I make sure that I come to work every day so that I could better his future. I don't want him to grow up as I grew up.
Dwaarsrivier, it feels like you are at home. That is why each and every day when you wake up, you feel like you're still going to another home.
And that positive attitude at the end of the day rubs off onto your co-workers.
Because being negative, it affects everyone around you, but being positive also affects everyone around you.
If a person practices a positive attitude at the workplace and also show gratitude, your health status will definitely improve.
Motivation is that each and every day I want to learn new things. So that thing, it keeps me pushing so that I can get something that I didn't know.
It's a big push-up for me to wake up in the morning to go and learn and grow and be a better leader for our people tomorrow.
You will see it in the way they handle their meetings. The teamwork is there. You can just see it. You don't have to look and find it. It's just on a display.
My motivation is to come to work because every day there's new challenges and I like to work with people.
But what gives me the motivation to be able to wake up with a smile every day? It's the milestones that we are able to reach as a team.
This motivates me. As you can see, this is our order to our mining. If there wasn't for a geologist, we wouldn't know that this exists in our community.
Just by saying good work, thank you, shaking hands with people, then that is really motivating because it's from your heart. And nobody can ever take that away.
He must love his job with good attitude so that he can be able to look at the danger properly.
And it gives me more energy because I'm doing a job that I love very much. So that thing, it encouraged me.
Since I started this job, I'm always producing according to the plan. I'm always winning, even though there's a challenges there and there.
The fact that I will go to the mine today and I will make a difference, be it saving somebody's life or being it convincing people underground to work safely.
I'm 100% sure that my people are positive because they're doing the right job, because they're getting with more production.
Once you work as a team, there is no way that we can come up with different plans because we are one team and our goal is one.
Without teamwork, the mine is gonna collapse.
Teamwork is a collaborative thing. It's not just one individual. Everybody has their input.
If I'm alone, I can't do it alone. So I need support from each and everyone from my team.
If the mining team goes under and this side of the boat starts to sink, eventually all that's going to happen is that the engineering team is just going to follow and they're also going to sink. So all of us need to work together to keep the ship that we are sailing on a daily basis to keep the ship afloat.
If one's input is missing, we cannot achieve as a team. So it will affect the whole chain of the mine from the underground up to the plant. The company will not grow, it will be running on a loss.
I view it as we are family and we need to get along and we need to work together.
If you are not forming a team, you cannot produce and you cannot work in a safe environment.
At work, I encourage most of the people that I'm leading to work together as a team, to be ambitious enough to want to learn more and be exposed and not be stagnant in one position or one task that they do. So they should spread their wings and be able and open to learn more, and then together we can, because it's not a one-man show.
If you know something, you share with the other guys, then that is part of teamwork. If your fellow teammate is struggling with something, you help him, that is teamwork. And it motivates that person, because the moment you help him with something that he was struggling with, that person, he becomes happy.
Everybody is the chain. We need everyone for the full functioning of the mine and the plant.
If we don't have teamwork together here, we cannot make this plant what it is today.
If we are not united, we are not together, we will never reach our product at the end of the day. So unity is the same as teamwork. Teamwork is very important.
We are a family. We look after one another, and then everyone is happy. We share each other's problems and everything without disclosing to anyone else.
No matter whether I'm angry at you, no matter whether I don't like you, but because you're my fellow teammate, and teamwork also now goes into the safety, you are my fellow worker, we are doing the job for the mine and for our families.
So if we work in a project and there's people who are shining, let it be, but we know that we all work as a team, so we don't have to compete for that.
It's like a chain link. If the one chain link is weak, then the whole chain is weak. So we make sure that we support each other.
Once the team breaks, then the productivity also decreases.
Teamwork is very important to ensure that collectively we conserve our environment.
Good communication report is the thing that makes us to achieve a goal and to make a good team.
Here at Strike 25, we're working as a team. We take care of each other. We understand for each other.
It has proven over and over again, and the operational parameters from a safety point of view, productivity and efficiency projects clearly indicate that Dwaarsrivier employees are definitely a single team.
Ubuntu, I must take care of myself and other employees.
This is what we need to live as a company.
I think it's a brothers keepers sort of culture that we've got on the mine.
We are like sisters and brothers.
It is important that we become a brother's keeper, looked after one another.
We have two families, one is at work and one is at home.
I think in our community we practice Ubuntu.
Mr. John is doing a good job. Even if he knock off, he's also doing exactly what he's doing a job. He's taking care of his family and his kids at home.
We're living the unconditional care, where we're checking on each other. How are you? What is going on at home?
They feel for each other, they care for each other.
I'm still happy to be with them based on their values, based on the culture, and based on the way they take care of the employees.
Caring, it's a two-way. It's not the one-sided where maybe you'll expect the employer to be caring about the employees. So meaning also employees, they must be caring about the company.
Then I'm caring on my people, whether in the place where they are working, is it safe for them to work there?
I'm working with men, so they treated me well as we go underground.
We need to be together as family so that we can achieve our goal.
Empathy and sympathy. Sometimes you need to be on the other person's shoes, understand what is that person going through.
We're ensuring that while we do our mining, the environment is protected. We comply to the government regulation. We also comply to international standards. Well, it's a life principle. All employees, they are trained or made aware on how to protect the environment even outside the mines.
It doesn't choose who you must care for. We must care for every one of us. My work
is part of care, because if I don't do the job properly, someone can get injured.
When you care for your fellow employee, you will be able that when you see danger, you will tell them, you will notify them.
We must take care for our equipment, also the vehicles, just because if we don't care, we and the mine we are going to lose just because we are going to buy another equipment, so we are going to spend more and more and more.
John, he's taking care of his machine. This machine is very important. Without this machine, we cannot take out the production. Without this machine, we cannot work.
To care for this machine, which is the roof bolter, if you don't care for it, the mine can lose money due to breakdowns. If you don't care for it, it can even injure you.
We do develop people in Dwaarsrivier. We do have study assistant.
It gives me an opportunity to become a learner mechatronics, which is an upgrade to my current trade.
If one doesn't want to develop himself, then it's upon himself whether he develops himself or he doesn't, or herself.
I've learned a lot ever since I came here, and I believe that I'm still to grow.
The mine gave me the opportunity to grow myself since they took me to the school to further my studies and to prepare me to become a better person in the future.
These companies, it allows you to grow, it allows you to be able to stand on your own, it allows you to be independent, and if you are struggling, they are willing to assist.
I've started working here as an LED operator, promoted to a rig operator, promoted to a team leader. Now I'm a miner. So it shows me that there's a development in our mine. Not so long, maybe I will be a shift supervisor.
The care that we have for our employees is to look out for our employees, to ensure that they go home safe and unharmed, and to become a better individual. And this is part of the Dwaarsrivier legacy.
We must always put safety first. Thus, safety is embedded and an integral part of each one of the Dwaarsrivier values. You cannot work safe if you do not do your work with honesty and integrity. If you do not have a positive attitude. If there is no teamwork. If you operate without unconditional care. For us, safety is a way of life.
Each and every value that we have at Dwaarsrivier, safety is entrenched in it.
If you follow the life-saving rules and the values of Dwaarsrivier mine, you will become a safe employee.
We really live our values when it comes to risk assessment, safe declarations, which is really the first step to ensuring that we've got a safe environment and our employees are able to come to the mine and return home safely on a daily basis.
I wouldn't want one day for my family to get a call from work telling them that I am no more and things like that. So I make sure that I work safe.
A negative employee will always put negative thoughts or negative energy to other employees, and then that will lead to accidents at the workplace.
Our production doesn't have a blood.
I believe safety is linked to the values of Dwaarsrivier, because if there's no safety, then that doesn't help to have these wonderful values.
As soon as we're compromising on safety, then there's no teamwork. As soon as we're compromising on safety, then there's no honesty and integrity.
Safety and production goes hand in hand. If you have a safe record, you will have safe tons that we sell to the market.
If we are all working safe, then we will be able to achieve our goals and become better person. A mistake for me costs somebody their life, and that is not something that you want. So that is why it is always very critical for me to live up to the values that the company believes in. So for the fact that the mine has entrusted me with that responsibility, it really means a lot. And it's the one thing that always makes me to keep on working harder, to never really get to a point where I say we've arrived or I've arrived in terms of safety.
Mr. Mukwatle here, bolt operator. For us to be able to drill and blast and take the stuff out is to make safe here and support, as you can see, these roof bolts here, so that we can come and drill, blast and take the stuff out safe. If it is not safe, it is not worth to do it. If it is not safe to do it, do not do it. life comes only once. Zero harm, becoming better.
With new and exciting times looming ahead for Dwaarsrivier, we must embrace our values as our own, live according to them here and at home, as they help and guide us to create the future we want to experience at Dwaarsrivier Mine.
Each and everyone will put their energy onto the same goal. The stuff will come out safely. It will go through to the bells. It will go to the plant, and we sell it, and everyone is happy at the end of the shift that we have made our targets safely so, and everyone, every single DCM employee has contributed to that target.
Dwaarsrivier, I would say that's where the dreams get realized. I mean, with the positive attitude, with the values that we live by, you can be able to unleash your full potential.
Dwaarsrivier, it's expanding at an extremely high rate. There's definitely going to be a lot of opportunities for everyone.
We are looking at expanding the mine, so the future is very bright.
We've got a fantastic ore body, and there's still plenty of ground left. There's over 30 years plus in terms of just on the current seam that we're mining.
Dwaarsrivier's got a lot of opportunity for growth. I mean, you've got a PGM that is coming. We are also currently building the new filter press.
I'm very much excited about the future here at Dwaarsrivier because, like I said, they're building a new plant. So I'm going to learn about chrome and also platinum here.
It is quite an amazing experience working here. Yeah, it is a great job.
We are not doing these things for us. We are doing for the future of others.
I don't feel lazy to go to work because this is where the heart is.
It's the best company. It's family. I have built families around here.
When you leave the mine, if you live in these values, you're gonna be a better person. At home, with your kids.
Whatever I'm doing here, I'm not doing it for myself. I provide for the children at home and everyone that I'm providing.
I think the environment here is it's a very good environment where even a new person feels at home.
There is lots of opportunities of growth in Dwaarsrivier, just for them to come and enjoy and experience.
Your happiness depends on yourself.
Every day when you come here, we learn something. We go home being better individual because they give us the platform to develop ourselves.
To grow as an individual, you'll become a better person and you'll be a value to society.
And you will be encouraged to study and also improve yourself. So it's not only about the company achieving their own goals, but you will also be achieving your personal goals.
You'll actually still have people that have been here since the inception of the mine, which shows that people don't want to leave Dwaarsrivier. They are happy at this place.
If you are positive and you work good, then the company will take care of you as well. This is a good company to work for.
There is a future at Dwaarsrivier. That's why I'm happy to be here.
Yes, Mr. John is happy and he sees future in this mine.
Dwaarsrivier is definitely the place to be if you are looking for growth, both in personal and professional development.
I'm happy to be here at Dwaarsrivier because we are working as a team, we are working together.
We work as a team, we love one another. That's why I'm happy to work here.
If you come to Dwaarsrivier and one day you leave Dwaarsrivier, you must be a better person than the version that you came in with.
And when you build the company, it's not only building the company, you're also building yourself inside of you.
It starts at home. If it doesn't start at home, it will not go fine here because you're the very same person that comes from home to here. You can't be two people in the same day.
You must work according to the values of the Dwaarsrivier. And that must come from your heart. It must not be something that looks like you are forced.
This is the way in which we live by. This is the way in which we do business. This is the way in which we do our production.
I've been working here for 14 years now. And I'm even thinking to go to pension working here.
I'm working here around 11 years now. So that is why making me very, very happy. That's why I want to spend my life long here.
I'm very, very happy. That's why I'm privileged to work here at Dwars. I've been wanting to work here ever since.
I definitely think that there is a future at Dwars, particularly because of the people that are employed by Dwaarsrivier.
We are a family here at Dwaarsrivier, and the future looks bright.
We choose happiness. We choose to make our people happy. In Dwaarsrivier, we do have a future. It's a big mine. It's a mine that would make us happy. It makes us a living. When we come here, we come to do our family happy. If you are willing, or if you are thirsty enough for it, then the sky is the limit.
By living out our values, it is you, our employees and contractors, everyone working at Dwaarsrivier, whatever the job you are doing, that contributes to our milestones and make it possible. We want to sincerely thank you.